Greetings, I'm Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And that chapter...
So let's play a game together.
You're right.
Ha.
I could never do it. I'm like, I could do it.
It's because this is super disorienting. We're not kidding.
Was.
It literally just ended with, oh my god, why would somebody send me a message
Who
like
would
this?
want to threaten me? And then this is the next frame.
Like, period.
Like
we
you
said,
tap the
continue
chapter,
the thing.
and that's
that
it.
is what we have, and that's what happened.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so that was a little bit wild. Anyways, and I was like, this is what comes up, so let's play a game together. All right, I'm glad we finally got to spend some time together, Corey.
And you're not drunk for once.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
So-
Lord.
About your stalker perverts?
Yeah, you know what? That's a little aggressive. They're not stalker perverts. You can be uncomfortable, but they're just from a different culture.
Are you really going to marry one of them?
I don't know. I don't know. Yes.
I'm just gonna repeat myself. I don't.
I really
no,
just...
No.
I don't know. I can't predict my future.
Uh-uh.
Even if I was sure and I absolutely swore right now, no. You know, teen protagonist books say I could be wrong.
Alright.
A lot of people are depending on me right now. Except for
far
we, the
as
player,
I
are not
know.
connected to any of them. Because I don't know any other people in the Dragon Slayer culture or community. You know what? I just need to go to my grandpa and be like, alright, community time. Where are the rest of the Dragon Slayers? Gotta meet them.
Yep, need to have this conversation.
Time to do it.
A lot of dragons, too. Right?
I'm just trying to keep an open mind. Maybe it would be helpful, like, if I actually saw some dragons. Though, I did actually see Dylan transform. Like, not into a real whole-on dragon, but he's definitely not human. So that...
Hey, there's that.
Plus, water magic. Did I mention water magic? So you might think I'm less crazy if you know that I've actually seen some kind of proof, and it might bring you in as a friend and help us, you know, connect. Besides, this experience has really helped my writing. Oh my god!
Wow! Okay, I'm like small.
That is not what I was going to say to him. However, again, if we assume Small is young and children and having that kind of like mixed awareness that comes from an internet, you know, basically exposure, sort of raising or awareness, like when you're raised largely by the internet and internet culture rather than by your parents or your slightly absentee grandfather,
right?
Then you really can have this very like essentially skewed priority system of information.
But again, skewed in the sense of basically
not bad, but basically unexpected.
I was about to say that can be a matter
person.
of subjective opinion. It also depends on where you go on the internet. So a lot of people don't realize whatever you choose to follow on the internet is actually what the algorithm, and in the way that, especially if you use Google or anything from the United States,
that
it really feeds you what you're looking for.
It will start
doesn't
directing
feed
you towards it.
a lot of contrary material. The algorithm really does try to just go, what will you click on?
Yeah, so they did actually this really interesting experiment where they created an AI and they sent it out to the internet to go and learn a personality, essentially. And a lot of people got really anxious about it because it came back just like with this aggressive, like Nazi propaganda and, you know, essentially belief system ideology, if you will. And then they looked at it again, and I actually had this discussion with my friend. They're like, okay, yes, it came back with that. However, that means that whatever particular selections it started with on the blank page that we started on, every choice it made, it never was able to go back. It just kept following the path the internet offered it. And even if you start with puppies, you can either end up in 1, porn, 2, really strong political beliefs, or 3, you know, educational sites or veterinarianism. Like, it could have come back as a veterinarian, or it could have come back as, you know, essentially furry porn, you know, like enthusiast.
Right?
And so the thing is once you go down a path, if you are not looking for new and different things, you're not going to find them because the internet won't offer them.
It's actually one of those things like in your life. If you never really necessarily start changing the words you use, you might sometimes start literally writing yourself or speaking yourself into a corner.
Yeah, if you don't ever expose yourself to new things that are out of your comfort zone, which is sometimes why we play really weird games.
Or games that basically are outside of our comfort zone.
Yes.
It's like we find them to be weird because they are, well, outside of our experience.
Yes.
And it's also games that we wouldn't necessarily play at all.
If we weren't trying to just have a bigger experience.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's important to look at things sometimes that aren't necessarily interesting to you to just get more viewpoint. But anyways, this could be her just basically going, yeah, but what's good about this? And what her next step looks like is also, it's really helped my writing.
Right.
All right. this experience has really helped my writing. And the dragons are learning a lot about the human world. They even used the microwave successfully this morning, one after the other, just frozen, like little breakfast sandwich. They were all like just charmed. It was great.
It was wonderful.
It was super fun. I think it could be a good thing. Maybe if dragons and dragon slayers understood each other better, and if I understood either at all, we wouldn't need this peace pact anymore, and no one would have to sacrifice themselves.
Except that that's ridiculous. Even countries that aren't notably going, we are at war, they have a form of peace pact. That's what laws
that's an ignorant state.
and trade agreements and everything else.
When I say ignorant, what I mean is more naive.
No, I understand that, but I'm like, so a lot of people don't have that thing going, we will only have a peace pact because that way, these are countries that fought with each other.
Because we're avoiding a war right now.
And you're like,
but it's like, no, peace pact in times of peace pact even without like a specific like deals and agreements and sacrifices.
Right.
You just be like, maybe we won't need a peace pact. Going, yes, you'd still want a peace pact, but maybe you don't have to pay a human person to, make it work.
Right.
Or a dragon slayer person.
Except that all the...
Granddad, how come you didn't get the tattoo? You could marry one of the dragon boys.
Except it wasn't a tattoo, it was a birthmark that was extremely edgy and incredibly particular. And not to be interpreted in any other way.
Nope.
I don't think you and your grandpa should be so trusting of them.
But my grandpa's a 1,000-year-old dragon slayer. Oh.
Honestly, that's hardcore as hell. I still want to know Grandpa's story.
I do.
And, like, damn. Because he's like, I was there. And I'm like, the level of where this is implied of how old he is, I want the explanation.
I'm like, all
Game
right.
devs.
Again, like, mob boss, like, history of Dragon Slayer Yakuza. Where are ya?
Oh, God. That'd be terrifying. How do you know they're not, like, spies or something? Spies for what, Corey?
Corey, I have to trust my grandpa. I don't even know how to interact with that question. Okay, so Corey obviously doesn't trust these guys.
That's because he likes you, and unfortunately we're on the bender of going, huh? What?
Hi, people could be interested in me? Huh? Hi.
I'm also like, the thing is for me is I'm like, I would love to have good representation of basically a man and a woman, because I won't assume basically bodiedness at this point.
Right.
And even though I have back and forth. But it's just one of those things of going, basically the idea of socially a man and a woman getting along and being friends.
And being successful,
really
good friends.
Because I really have hated that trope in regards to how the way that we've used it a lot in real life, and also in regards to fiction. It is incredibly toxified. Like, wow, people going, nope. If you're together, because heteronormativity is the fandom, of course, that we all operate in, this is just going to happen.
This is what happens. Your friends that are of the opposite gender in a binary will be defensive of you.
Oh, because
and possessive.
Yeah, right?
He's already so worried about me. There's no way I can tell him about the threat I received last night. I mean, yes, you could. Because if he thinks they're, like, that might, I don't know. Depending on how you trust your friend and what your relationship is. But it's okay. That might be an indicator of what your relationship is. Oh, no. I need to get to work. I'll talk to you later, Corey. Hey, he chilled out.
Oh, good.
Like,
for
he's
2
super
seconds.
relaxed.
Great, we're not talking about the dragons anymore. Bye! Yep, go enjoy your...
Where were we standing when we had that conversation? Because I thought it was in the diner.
I did too.
I really thought that was in our job. And now we're on our way to our job. Maybe it was a different cafe. They can all look really similar sometimes.
All right, well, I'm just dying. It's okay.
Almost there. Desiree's is just up ahead. I love that they do have so many background scenes, so I'm going to mention again and again. Oh, car
someone
crash.
tries to hit you.
And then Edward Cullen flings in and stops the car. It goes, wait, you're not Bella. You're small. Excuse me, I'm just off to get a coffee.
Oh. Watch out where you're walking.
Yeah, you just watch where you're walking, all right? I was. They drove on the sidewalk. Thanks.
Hey. No, you need to watch clearly. Trusting the societal, social mores that we've developed as a culture over time of what sidewalks are for socially and what the road is for socially and also legally. You just need to watch where you're going.
They even drove through the concrete parking barriers. I thought I was safe.
Honestly, that takes a lot of damn dedication.
It really does. Like, those barriers are like, do not park or drive here. Anyway.
Like, whoa.
Screech! Hey! That limo just cut me off. On my bicycle?
On the side of the
sidewalk? They drove up onto the sidewalk. cut me off, merging onto the sidewalk.
They flipped up on the side, their tires rearranged their position, and they became a bike, and they drove it.
It's a limousine bike. You got the
Limo-bike.
chauffeur right in the front of the bike, pedaling. Everyone in the back just sitting on their really nice little, like, adult gamer seats kind of thing, drinking cocktails.
That's great.
And I'm just being like, ping, bing, cuts you off.
Oh, God.
A bunch of strangely dressed men come pouring out, grabbing my arms. Oh.
Oh, sure.
Well.
Okay.
Damn, how did you get through those concrete parking barriers? Damn it, man. Hey! Let me go! I wish anyone else was out on the street right now, because that'd be really helpful.
Please.
I'm being kidnapped.
In front of work.
Fight or scream? I kind of want to scream because it gets more attention. I want to do both.
I don't know.
Like, I keep wanting
why
both.
are they mutually exclusive?
All the time I'm like, okay, we need Road to El Dorado because we need both. Both is good.
Both.
Constantly. I could fight and scream. All right, everyone. If you can't pat your head and rub your belly, you can't fight and scream. All right, testing right now. Come on.
Go around.
Pat your head, rub your belly. Okay, now switch. Rub your head, pat your belly. Don't pat it in circles. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna fight. I have, like, I'm just gonna try.
I mean, we are physically more powerful.
Like, I am a dragon slayer. Who knows what I can do?
Yes.
I'm gonna try fighting.
Fight.
Like,
Fight.
I focus on the guy nearest me, whacking him with my purse. Pep! I was ready to beat the hell out of, Phoenix, so maybe.
With your purse.
With
It's
my
fine.
purse.
I'm not saying the
You know
purses
what?
can't hurt.
I might have a studded, like, faux
With my
leather.
Valentino!
In my Valentino bag. Yeah, spilled lipstick.
In my Valentino.
But, like, I really could. I could have, like, a cool studded
Guy's
bag
forehead
with a lot
in my
of weight.
Valentino.
You just cracked the guy's forehead with my Valentino bag. Got blood on the side of it. Oh my god. All right. Yes!
Oh!
He clutches his head, grimacing painfully. I look at the next one.
Meow.
He turns into a cat. Meow. I throw a cucumber at him. Meow. Another guy comes racing up in my direction from the limo that cut me off. Did he come around? He comes around from the other side of the car. Other side of the car. He should have just scooted across. You know what? Don't go around to the other door. Just scoot across.
Especially if you're going to be that Hollywood about it.
It's a scoot across. That's your mover. A scoot across.
Scoot across.
Scoot across. Scoot across.
It's time for the scoot across.
Before kicking him right between the legs. Arg. Arg. Arg.
Arg.
Unfortunately, though, there are too many guys. No wonder they brought a limo. It's worse than a clown car. There's like 16 of them. Damn.
Way more realistic than a clown car. All these clowns piling out. You're like, wow, that was like 10 people. This big, huge car, I have 5.
Guys, all of them from their tiny little car. Excuse you, lame. You could put so many more in there. You could have had like a whole set of guys. You could have come out in formation like Kung Fu Hustle, swinging your axes and dancing.
Quick, snap, snap,
snap, snap. Yes. Snap. Right, they pick me up.
Stop
even as
fighting.
I writhe and kick. I wish I could choose the scream option now and have done both.
Right?
Seriously, I'm not worth kidnapping. You don't even get an illustration. You're not worth my time. They don't listen to me, of course.
And also, nobody notices in your workplace.
Like I said, like how early are we going to work? Maybe it's like 6 a.m. on a Tuesday.
I doubt it.
On a Saturday.
I doubt it.
It's Panera on a Saturday in a tiny little shopping center way the hell over there.
That doesn't matter. There are still people out, especially if this is a city.
Yeah.
Who the flying fuck is like...
We got a double-decker bus driving by, according to the illustration. Somebody would have seen something.
Somebody's going,
They tossed me into the back of the limo, pushing me onto the seat. Great, so I have to do the scooty, and you didn't have to.
Bitch,
You
I will scoot better than everyone else.
Yep, I'll scoot better. This is the inside of the limo. They're standing in this double-decker style limo staring at you, like just looking down at you.
I was going to say,
small.
Look, they're tiny men.
I was going to say, either that or they're dwarves. And I'm like, just, yes, here you are. You're like, we're powerful and hells yeah. We're going to stand in the limo to intimidate you.
There's also then the thing of going, so the tall people were outside and the dwarves, so were they elves? And the elves and the dwarves have created an alliance because they want the dragons and the dragon slayers to hate the shit out of each other.
Or going, those were pretty sturdy looking dudes. Maybe they were like orcs or trolls.
Ooh.
You know, they could have been.
So they're basically trying to stop the realization of the dream every single time that there's a dragon slayer princess.
Or it's something more convoluted than that. It's an experience of going, if you truly want one of the dragons, you're going to have to get through these trials because they are just damn thirsty for you. You need to prove yourself.
Oh, Lord. You need to prove it. Me. They're the ones who proposed the idea. They have to prove themselves. I actually like that where somebody goes, if you make the assertion, you need to prove it.
Yes.
Like, a lot of people don't realize that you can't just go, I'm going to assert something, and then you have to prove my assertion. And you're like,
yeah, and you're like, no.
No, actually, you're the one who asserted it. You need to prove it.
Yes. Hey!
Just sit tight and don't cause any trouble.
Yep. We'll be there soon enough. Where are they taking me? Why are they standing? They should use seat belts.
They should. It's safe. Ish.
Wow, look at that picture frame, like without the leaves.
That's so
super
bad looking.
I'm sorry, I'm just like,
it looks like butt. It looks, I know there's one of these grunts. That was from my child. Thank you. They made this in 1st grade.
For me.
For me.
Excuse you, this is not a hotel. This is a private room. And you know what? You see how this coat rack is barely taller than that chair?
Well, it's because we're back to the mafia, right? So we're with an opposing Dragon Slayer mafia, maybe? And so he goes, we arranged this for the boss.
Or going, where are the Dragon Slayers? We don't want to hold the peace treaty anymore. Now that you've been identified as the one with the tattoo and the princes have shown up, we are going to stop you from marrying one of them. So we can have our war. I was curious about that war.
Yeah, okay, good. Good to know. Someone talk to me about something, please.
That's a huge bed, though.
It's
like,
enormous.
Damn. Also, like, coat rack, just like in the middle of the room. Like, you're going to run into that crap.
I mean, I've been in several motels where they're really in an honestly awkward corner,
like
right there, and you're like,
towards
why?
the closet or the little like, armoire. You're like, I have to go around the coat rack. I'm going to get out of bed and fall onto this coat rack in the middle of the night.
It's not that close, but I've seen, they're pretty much like that sometimes.
Pretty bad.
You're like, that's the corner, and over there's the chair, and then you got the little table over here on the left-hand side.
And the
like,
coat rack on the other side. Just don't put your drink on the coat rack side.
All right.
On the end table side.
So if you're basically left-handed, you're fucked.
Someone super smooth just casually puts their drink in the pocket of a coat hanging on the coat rack.
They're like, this is why I put this here. For later.
For later, I've got this. And then also, if I need to leave in a hurry, my drink is there too. They're just like,
And you're like, wow.
Where am I?
That's extra.
Why am I focusing on a coat rack? Is it an illusion? Can dragons do illusions too?
Illusions?
Is that actually a person?
Illusions.
All right.
Oh God.
Older male dragon.
How do we know that he's a dragon?
I don't know. Also, like that's his name. Mr. Dragon. They call my great grandfather Mr. Dragon. Call me Older. Hello, Older. I mean, we are not on informal terms. Call me sir. Sorry, sir.
Sir Dragon.
Sir Dragon.
Really?
Sir. I'm a doctor. Call me Dr. Dragon.
I'm like,
Loki Skylord to you.
Loki Skylord to you.
Paging Dr. Skylord. All right. The Imperial Hotel.
Don't tell her that, Otto. Oh, well, you just told us a name. So.
We don't get his name. He's still the older male dragon. We're like, I refuse to name you until you introduce yourself. Sorry, Freya. Wait a minute. You're dragons? How did I figure out you were dragons? Do your names
Did the
say
text
dragons?
float somewhere up going,
I can
dragons.
see text boxes. Wow! All right. But you look different from Phoenix and Dylan and... Wait, there's sexual dimorphism? You guys age? Hang on.
Oh, that's because we are from the Thunder Kingdom, and Rai
and your
is
Rai's
from
parents, the Thunder Kingdom.
Or you're just basically dragons from his kingdom.
From his kingdom. I don't know, that's true. You could be his parents, though, just being pissed.
All right.
There's a Thunder Kingdom? Why are the other two's elements, and you're just a natural experience?
No, and why are you just a sound?
Yeah.
Okay, so people need to realize thunder is not lightning.
No, thunder is the result of lightning cracking through the atmosphere, splitting all of the air molecules or evaporating them into plasma, and them all smacking back together because they were rudely shoved apart and then smacked back together.
Yeah, so...
what you are is you are a sound. The Thunder Kingdom is not lightning, nor, I'm like, you're just thunder. You are the specific noise made after lightning, and that's it.
That's very weird.
That's wild.
Yes. First, we need to make sure she's the right girl.
Stripper. Oh.
Make her naked.
Yes!
Yes!
Me.
Guards!
Please don't tear my clothes. I'll take my own damn shirt off.
Thank you! I could just pop up the back. Like, seriously.
Look, really.
Sure.
Look. Tramp stamp dragon birthmark. Are you happy?
Do you feel better? This is all because of you!
You know what? If I had been a more delinquent child, I would have gone to a tattoo artist and had them alter it to make it look like something freaking cool. And then you'd have been like, she's just got a giant dragon tattooed on her back. I don't know. What? And they're like, we can't see the birthmark. Yeah, I know. Screw you.
What? What? It's just a cool-ass tattoo, you wackos!
I just love this giant tattoo.
Oh my god, it would have to be so specific. It'd have to be something that looks so foreign
I know.
and so weird. They're like, no, a dragon tattoo. And I'm like, I swear to God, they have like fake dragon tattoos that look like that.
Like birthmarks?
So you'd have, or like the thing that they say is a birthmark.
Yes,
I'm like,
the
no, I'm
logo.
like, can you imagine? Yep. We're gonna figure out who this is. They find 9 million people.
Okay. So there was a My Little Pony episode way back in the day when they actually had the show on TV. I like when it was an 80s cartoon or whatever, maybe the 90s.
Right.
Anyway, I think it was probably in the 90s because I'd be more likely to have had access to it then. I was gonna say, but sometimes they rerun things. I have no idea if the series was running at the time, but it was not Friendship is Magic. It was the old series. Anyway, they were looking for a lost princess, and the lost princess was supposed to have a mane and tail of a certain color and a strawberry birthmark on her hoof. And so they find, one, and there's this misunderstanding where they find a pony that has that description, but they don't, they don't talk to her about what it is really, right? Or why it is they're having all this. So eventually you find out it's this case of mistaken identity, and that the person who's like, I never noticed that birthmark ever, and they get so pissed off at all the stress and anxiety of trying to be presented as princess to take over this role, they just go in, I wish this was never here, and they just scrub it at it really hard in like a fountain, and then it comes off, and they're like, oh my God, it must have been paint from when I was doing this paint project earlier. And then another person who's there is like, helps them out of the fountain, and like hair dye washes out of their hair and tail, and they're like, wait, your hair and tail is the right color. And they go, yeah, I dye it all the time. And you're like, hang on, you have a tattoo or you have a birthmark on your hoof? Yeah, I didn't know that was important at all. Just lack of communication everywhere. And that one's the princess the whole time. But the other one just being like super stressed out and anxious about it. Anyway, so it was interesting. So that made me think of that. I don't know which episode that is. I might try and hunt it down. But there you go, guys. All right. Hey, what are you? The thugs grab hold of me, pulling down the back of my dress. Why am I always wearing a dress? Also, you have to pull down the front to pull down the back unless it's like bib overall style dress. Just so you know, thanks.
That is not how this dress is designed.
Nope. The older dragon couple nods at my birthmark. They apparently also went behind me or like just bent me over towards my knees. Face toward the knees. All right, we're going to pull your dress up.
Assume the position.
Hi. What? Nope, going to fold you in half and just display your birthmark to the people in front of you. Done.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Nice boxer shorts.
Hey, I love the shoes behind me.
Oh, now they have names.
Thanks.
Now they have names.
All right.
That's great.
All right, let her go. As soon as I'm released, I quickly readjust my clothes. Thanks, I say to the thugs. We apologize for the underhandedness, Miss Small. But we needed to be discreet.
That was not discreet.
Driving the limo up onto the sidewalk, knocking you off of your bike.
Getting rid.
Thugs dragging.
No. Getting rid, though, also at the same time of all those concrete barriers.
Right.
We're being very discreet.
Barriers, leaving your paint inside of your vehicle all over them.
Discreet according to Himbo the Clown, I guess, but sure.
Discreet according to Gowry. Ha! All right.
We have no idea how Rye would react if if he knew his parents were...
I told you it was his parents. And we're going to go, wait, we kept having problems with the story where I decided he was a dragon, and then he wasn't a dragon, and then he was a dragon, and then he wasn't a dragon. And so do I have to have a grand reveal where I've apparently not waffled at all and I notice and I learn he's a dragon?
Sigh.
Rye is your son?
Damn.
That means...
Oh,
he's a dragon too, and I was actually writing problems previously. I really was trying to pretend he wasn't a dragon. I just kept forgetting that I was pretending it.
Shit.
Yes, just like Phoenix and Dylan.
Years ago, Rai ran away from the Thunder Kingdom.
And learned about my kingdom and writing. I love his writing. I'm probably his biggest fan. I mean, what?
That's fine. Apparently, the pressure of being a prince was too much for him. He's only 700 years old. I don't know what the big deal is.
He'll hit his age of majority very soon.
Everyone.
Whoa.
Also, though, okay, so one criticism I have in regards to a lot of fantasy stories is that they will all go, we look at years the exact same way as everybody else does.
Or
like going, I'm 112 and I just became an adult. And I'm going, or 121, because that's sometimes 118
every time.
But the thing is, it's really, I'm like,
or
if your culture lives longer, if you just live longer, your goals and your focus becomes different. Why the hell would you ever give a damn? Oh, the passing of the seasons. Fine, but you wouldn't necessarily then have the same word for year, because it would be different for you.
Your timeline changes. There's this wonderful video by Philosophy Tube called Queer, and it discusses timelines that are framed outside of heteronormative progression.
Well, he calls it a heterotemporality.
Anyway, and the thing is I've talked about it before, but probably not on our channel, where our entire life, as far as like societal progression is concerned, assumes a couple of things. In most circles and historically, it assumes that you are going to do a number of things within your lifespan. It's a very morbid scheduling of your life, going your birth, and then, your maturity, and then your, basically your career and your success, whether it's your college, the military, your training, then your marriage and your children, your legacy, and then your retirement and your golden years. All are scheduled around an expected life, like life expectancy.
So like
if your life expectancy was 20 years old, because like back in the day when people were dying a lot, at least we assume in certain places of the world, that you then moved your timeline a lot faster because you needed to fit all of these social merits and experiences into that timeline.
Right. Well, a lot of people going, God, you were old at 54, at 50s
you were
or 40s.
Ancient. You were the elder, I would say, in some places and at some times. And so the thing is like, if you don't have the same lifespan, you're not going to have the same expectations. Anyway, it's a really good video, and it does talk about queer theory specifically, but it also just applies to timelines and lifestyles really well.
And a series of expectations.
Yes,
too.
it's a beautiful video. Anyway, I recommend it.
For sure.
All right. Being a prince was too much for him. Well, you know what? Maybe it's too much for me. Maybe you don't like being a queen. You know what? We all can have life crises, okay? Sorry, I don't know you. That was probably a little abrupt.
Yeah, just a bit. Thank you. Sit down.
I'm not sitting down. There's someone behind me.
Sit down.
Is he a chair?
Sit down.
Sitting, not on the bed. I'm going to sit by the coat rack, okay? Excuse me while I walk between you.
I'm in front.
I love the implication of your sleeves, dear. I think they could be super cool.
I know, that's why I was looking at it going, why don't you have a character design?
Like, this would be lovely.
Why don't
I'm also curious about, like, your smooth, slicked back hair. Like, she looks awesome.
She really kind of does. I love this
Like, she could be super cool.
We've been searching for him ever since.
Did I help you find him somehow? Oh. Rai ran away from his home and family?
That should be a warning, Ding Ding, potentially, in one way or another, going, why did you run away? Oh, God.
Right? I had no idea. Maybe he knows as little about ruling as I do, and we'd be a real disaster together.
This could go real bad.
If he's not the inheriting prince, I might not have to rule at all, and neither would he. And we could just sort of be like privileged and bougie and hanging out and have, insured a peace pact.
Yay!
That could be weird and fascinating. Maybe we could just travel back and forth regularly. I guess that's because Rai has learned how to fit in with humans by now. You couldn't find him because he's learned to fit in. All right, that's true. I didn't know he was a dragon. So, are you here to bring Rai home? Well, of course. We can't force him.
Unlike we can force you, though.
He'll simply run away again. We're hoping you could talk to him. Me? Oh, bless you.
Alright, I'm fine.
Hi. Are you allergic to dragon slayers?
I might be allergic to bullshit because, so I was having a thing here where I was going, I'm very interested that Otto and Freya both call each other by what seems to be a formal name. I'm going, you're Otto, I'm Freya. Your lies, I'm Scandal. You're not my friend, my husband, my partner, my whatever.
Not dear, not any kind of endearment or even formal, like assignment of some kind, you know, sir, Mr., what have you.
Right.
Like, it's just, you use your names.
It feels very weirdly either super intimate in a strange sense or very casual.
Like, it's a specific experience, for sure. If I'm not sure exactly what it is, it still is very specific.
Right.
I don't think he'll listen to me.
Why not? You two seem to have become close because we've been following
Over the last 2.5 days?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You guys move fast in the Dragon Kingdom.
Are you guys gonna die in like 5 minutes?
No, they're
Is
just
that
like,
what happens with dragons?
They're just like, yes. We know people instantly upon meeting them and growing close. You know what? Our timeline actually is really funny. We live for 9,000 years on average and we do everything as if we're going to die in 2 minutes.
Oh.
That is a form of culture.
Or it could just be the Thunder Kingdom. Who knows?
Oh, you see, thunder doesn't last long. I can't do it either.
I'm like, it's called the Thunder King.
I know.
I was really like, please don't.
I wanted it to be the Air Kingdom.
I did too.
So we got a lovely comment from Drakonishi, which I hope I'm pronouncing that right, because I don't know, about theorizing which kingdom Rai was from, and I like it being air because lightning does form from the static in the air. And now it's not even air, it's not even lightning, it's just thunder, and I have confusion.
And here comes the thunder. You mean chronic gas?
Thunder, thunder,
thunder, thunder.
How do they know that? Have they been watching us? I'll see what I can do. Can I please go now? It's noon exactly, and I'm totally missing my shift.
Like, please.
Yes, of course. Guards, please see Miss Small out, and then dump her in the street and have her walk back to wherever the hell she was. I mean, give her a ride back to the venue from where you abducted her.
We are going to try to fire you, but we can't because your grandpa owns the store.
We're gonna get dropped on the street. Well, they took me home? I just missed my entire shift. Thanks for the ride. Why are they stationed like 2 hours out of town? That was a 4-hour car ride, 2 in each direction. Oh my gosh. I shake my head as I watch the limo pull away, and suddenly remember I didn't go to work. At least I was kidnapped in style.
Oh my God, your priorities.
I guess.
Small?
You are.
Hey, what's up?
So I met your parents.
My what? Did you just come out of that limo?
No, I crawled out from under it. It's okay. It was an illusion.
Limo?
Limo?
Whose was it?
Oh, you see, it was a dragon's limo. Don't ask me which one.
Because I'm not good at lying.
Try and guess. Your parents. Your dragon parents. I feel like that one's more direct, and I would like to be more direct in this moment.
That's really shitty way of saying that, but
your parents!
Your dragon parents!
Okay, so there's 2 different ways to take this with the exclamation point. Like, 2 really easy ones for me. One of them being like, your parents! Your dragon parents! And the other one being like, your parents! Your dragon parents!
Rai's like, how did you not guess that I was a dragon? Like, I gotta ask you, Missy.
I was a normal boy.
I was a normal boy.
I just assumed you believed me, and I was really hoping you were, without hoping you were dumb, I was hoping you were dumb. Does that make sense?
Oh, honey, I
feel like try and guess would be super passive aggressive.
I know, just like your parents, just be direct.
I'm gonna be direct. All right.
They're
just
here.
holler at him. Pick one of those 2 interpretations that I just acted and apply as you like.
I'm sure there's a third one. Feel free to insert yours in the bottom. That would be great. Like, honestly, that's the fun thing about voice acting. But
yeah, in the comments, if you have another way of doing it, sort of like devastated, you know, exclamation or what have you. Your dragon parents.
They're here in town?
So you don't deny it! Ha! I mean, yes. And they kidnapped me. And I missed work, which I've forgotten about still, which is probably slightly reasonable, especially since there's no real weight of consequence at my work. Even though I do try and have a strong work ethic because of money and such, I can't get fired, so you know.
What? Why would they? Wait, did it hurt you?
No, I'm fine.
I need to know.
We should have given them both accents like you, but we didn't know that when we acted them.
Oh, I don't care. I love the fact that Rai basically went to Earth and, like, fucked off.
And he got a southern accent.
I'm like, it works fine with me.
No, that sounds great to me. I suddenly love that more. Him going, I can use formal court English, but why would I?
I don't wanna.
Ew.
I've discovered this. I love it. Actually, like for a lot of people,
do it. Not
if you
gonna
know
head
anything
for it.
about actually, so the way that the Americas was colonized, because that's exactly what freaking happened.
Yes.
What happened is that if you like, you actually look at the particular groups that popped up in the areas that where the accent that I tend to speak with at this moment comes with. You actually have, like, I think they mentioned somebody's going, there was a large population of French, actually. So if you can actually follow the morphology and the way the language itself altered, they're like, it came from French. So you're having a lot of, you know, that language that melted together with English.
The ows, the oohs, and the ouvras. I can see that. Okay, I didn't know that one. That's great.
And so it's really interesting. So people going, basically what you have is classic French, but it's very warped at this point.
That's amazing.
Like, and I say warped loosely because that's not to say that European languages haven't altered as time has gone on themselves. And like, I always laugh about that, where they're like, there were people going, yes, the original language of, you know, Shakespeare. There's actually a debate apparently about that. The original language of Shakespeare was actually done with what would be considered an American accent.
Yes.
But who the hell knows in some cases? And
some people have actually argued that a strong Texan accent is going to be the best way to do Shakespeare, actually, and that will be the clearest, most like accurate sound for the language, which is something I don't know much about, but my friend here knows more about Shakespeare than I do. All right. No, I'm fine. They just wanted to talk to me. Seriously, you dragons sure are dramatic.
And harassing, and kidnapping's illegal, and...
Please ask them to try the phone next time. Or they could just come sit down in the cafe and be friendly.
I thought that was you for 2 seconds to say, please let them think about the phone, because I was like, wow, that's so...
I wouldn't, yeah.
That is so reasonable, of just be like, my God, the phone.
The phone. I'm like, that's really well done.
Honestly,
text. She's like, could they have just, you know, called me?
You know, sent a carrier pigeon, like, fuck.
Had someone come knock on the door.
Please,
you know?
pretending they were Mormon missionaries and there to harass, but it's fine.
Do you believe in our Lord the Dark Dragon? Have you heard about his prophecies at the good place waiting for you? With fire and brimstone and all the hordes you can handle? Wait, our Lord who?
Our Lord who? What? Small, I'm so sorry.
You lied to me.
Except that it was... Okay, I'm like, I will say mildly yes, but I'm also like...
We lumped him in with all the dragons and said 3 dragons several times.
Yes.
Without confronting him on his lie. I'm just going to chalk that up to poor writing and be like, you know what? Let's just assume we assumed he was normal the whole time.
I don't believe it.
We were panicking. Who knows?
I never meant to. I just wanted you to like me for who I am.
You mean outside of your station that also helps define who you are as a person, even despite
and is going to come back and bite you in the ass? But also, sure, if you didn't know whether or not you were going to be attracted basically to the Dragon Slayer princess, which I want to ask, why are the dragon princes so interested in small? Like, if he might be just an outlier, right? A random case of going like, God, I was in this world and nothing sounded familiar to me, and I was just sort of having an experience going, everybody going, God, you're a great writer. He's like, well, I'm 700 years old and I've had way more practice than all of you guys. But
I have had writing lessons like you would not believe.
My articulation lessons and also my lingo is much higher than thou. But, you know, it's just...
I write fanfic like an old lover's war letter from the 1920s.
And people are just like, oh my God, you're writing...
This was your adorable little missive to your girlfriend back home? Do you know what your linguistic level is in this letter? Okay, so if you haven't read any like old wartime letters, like from, American soldiers to their girls when they're like 16 to 19, they're amazing. Like, I'm not saying I promote war or that it should be romanticized in any way or that behavior should be like, it's so cool. But the skill and the linguistic quality and requirements, like, damn. Anyway.
Who I am. Not because I'm a dragon prince who can create thunderstorms, which really isn't much when it comes down to it. Maybe like I can take down some of your planes.
So if you can do thunderstorms, does that mean you can't create any rain?
I can't also create any lightning either, because you need to realize that thunderstorms are, again, there's a lot. Okay, the mechanics of this are a little bit out the window. I can just create sound.
All right.
Lots and lots of sound.
God, thunderstorms would be so weird without the lightning. You just have all this rumbling and crackling, and you keep staring at the sky, going, "Did the light bulb burn out? Are my eyes not working? Where's the lightning?"
Especially with the fact that somehow you're creating a thunderstorm without creating condensation.
Exactly.
So one of the reasons why
There's no water, no
I
lightning.
love Dragon Issue's comment because it makes, again, that thing of going, yeah, we're going to do the Avatar thing of, earth, fire, wind, and water.
Yes.
But they're more separate and distinct rather than going, a thunderstorm. You mean a thunderstorm that requires a shit ton of water and also, like, tension and molecular structure.
Can you imagine thunder with no lightning and no clouds?
That's what I'm saying, like a
Because there's no
thunderstorm.
water.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Clear, beautiful sky, stars everywhere, thunder rumbling and cracking.
Time to freak out.
Going, hi.
I'm also like, yeah, sure, maybe you might be able to break people's eardrums, but how do you apply that exactly in war?
Like, what does that do for? Maybe they don't use their powers in war at all. Their powers are incidental, and they happen to just be badass machinists. Maybe they happen to be industrialists. Maybe they're just like, you know what? Chemical warfare. Screw you.
You don't know. We could be the scary scientists.
Yeah, we are the scientists. Yeah, sure, we can make thunder, so you don't hear us rolling our machines up to your front door.
And then everyone going, if the thunder lasts for too long, we should start crying.
Yes, it's going to be bad for you.
Yeah.
You're about to have a bad time.
Yeah. You dirty brother killer.
Ha. How could you? Wait, did you say thunderstorms?
Yes. But because I ran away when I was young, I never learned to fully master it.
So you mean sometimes it happens outside of your control, just randomly, like an unexpected boner?
I was gonna say unexpected fart. But, holy shit. Sure. Why do I like it?
I'm right, Fick, what did you expect?
Not every fic is about sex.
Have you read my fics?
Yes,
I love profound social commentary and thoughtful relationship building around a ton of sex.
A ton of
It's born with plot, okay?
PWP. It's right in the summary.
Plot. I just put a little star by the W because it's porn with plot, okay? Ah, you really don't like my work, do you? You don't read it.
No, I love it. What are you? No, honey, come back.
No, I read all of it. I just assumed you were a pure, untouched cinnamon regardless.
Because
Your writing assists outside of your cute face.
I mean, honestly, as far as I understand, there's a lot of mechanics in fan fiction where a lot of people are basically trying to discover their own sexuality, so it's not unreasonable of me to assume that, because a lot of people are basically exploring it in a safe, controlled environment, even with the input of other people, of being like, this is the only way I know how to interact with it, because sometimes, especially if you're from particular parts of the world, they're a little bit hypersexual and they don't really explain much about sex, so you're really having sort of an experience trying to comprehend all these complex ideas and emotions and feelings that you're supposed to have around a physical act, which honestly isn't all that magical and special, in my opinion. But, like, it's a thing you can do with someone, and if you like them, it could be a lot more fun, but also could be if you really like sex and having a grand old time figuring out how to play 900 games of checker on top of each other, that could be even more fun! So I kind of guess it's up to everybody's interpretation, you know?
That's really thoughtful. I loved all of that. So you're saying it is like a boner?
He pulls up his shirt over his head, yells, "Wow!"
So
Dylan
you're saying...
looks out the window. Phoenix behind him. They're all just sort of like, we're just waiting on this.
I just love both of them opening this window back here, leaning out one over the other, just going, we're just the peanut gallery. It's fine.
Popcorn? Oh, Phoenix. Oh, thank you.
Phoenix, yeah, I love this popcorn stuff.
It's amazing.
Oh my God, I eat so much of this. I need to go use that bathroom thing again.
God, I just really don't like it, apparently,
I
too.
don't know. Right, your parents said you ran away because of the pressure of being a prince.
That's the short version.
Were you the firstborn, thirdborn? Do any of you have brothers? Are you all firstborn inheritors? Is that why you're here?
How does your hereditary system work?
How does your inheritance work? Anyways, are you a matriarchal system and none of you guys matter? You're all just figureheads that have to keep the peace pact? Like, how does it
So
work?
basically going that, actually, you're not telling me that when you marry me, actually, I would become in charge?
And that's a lot of responsibility for me, or that dragon slayers themselves can't be in charge and you won't bequeath me a title of any kind, and I'll have to get to know your awesome bigger sister that I can never hit on because I'm married to you?
You are...
Damn it!
Suck it. There were a lot of things I didn't agree with.
You should have said something, right? I know you can't just walk up and going, hey, I won the writing contest. I know you're my big fan. I'm sorry about your clothes, and I also chased you down, and are you okay? But all the way, I'm a dragon.
Ah!
I ran away from home, though, to potentially depose Dragon Prince.
I know. I lied about who I was and where I'm from. But I never lied about my feelings.
That you love writing?
Whether I'm a dragon or a human.
You really love writing?
I care about you, Small.
You just got in my face like, wow.
Whoa.
Hi.
Hi, homie. I've just had my clothes partially ripped off, and I've been exposed and harassed and kidnapped, and I'm a little traumatized. Please back off. Well, I care about you, Small. So therefore, this has been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great
playing with you.
Bye!